What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of RealReefingTV. I'm sorry that it takes literally forever for me to post. I'm gonna give you a quick, brief rundown of my life. So my wife and I and our two kids, two 4-year-olds, are picking up out of this house and we are moving to another house. So it's really exciting, also very, very, very stressful. We have run into a couple of snags here and there, and it's just like, and then we have to move this behemoth of a tank, and it's like, that was like another point of contention with this whole thing. But at any rate, that's why we've been getting ready to sell the house. And so now that we've done it, and we try to buy a house, and now we're finally on track to do that. We close in a few weeks. And so, the time is nearing. I wanted to kind of bring you guys up to speed on this tank, what's going on with it, just a brief update, and some of the plans for actually moving the tank from one location to another. So let me tell you a little bit about this tank and what's going on. Some of the good, some of the bad. Now, you guys know I have the Philips Coral Care Gen 2 lights beaming down above me. Those things have been working great. I'm seeing great coloration on my corals. We have the pink lemonade, the orange Setosa, the Walt Disney up there, PC Rainbow. All of it is actually doing really well. There's actually a spot up, you can probably see it right here on the orange Setosa, and that's actually because a coral fell on it and was stinging it for a little bit, and now it's just kind of losing some of the flesh. It's coming back though. I am having a bout of bubble algae though, especially in the overflows, and it's clogging up the weirs and everything. So I actually the water level was starting to rise. I actually had to go in there with a little brush and brush out each section of the weirs to get the water flowing back down in them. So that was kind of scary a little bit, but I didn't tell my wife. Hey. At any rate, it's all solved now, and we're back up and running. Now, when I get this tank all torn down, I'm gonna go ahead and give those a really thorough cleaning so that we don't have that issue creep up for quite some time. My plan is also to treat the tank with Vibrant. I've heard that it's really good. I've seen some great reviews on it, and that it will actually take care of your bubble algae issue without any issues. So if you know anything about that, please let me know in the comments below. What did you use to get rid of bubble algae in your tank? I've never had an issue this big in a tank before. And I threw in some emerald crabs. That's taking care of a lot of what's on the actual rocks, but what they can't take care of is what's in the overflows and things of that nature, or in my frag tank on the side, what's actually like growing in the power heads, things of that nature. So I would really actually like to get rid of it entirely, if you know what I'm saying. So I need like a bubble algae assassinator. Anyways, so my corals are doing great. My fish are doing great. I am down to 3 anthias now, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes they just don't come out, but I'm pretty sure I'm only down to 3. Usually when I feed, they all come out, and I've only got 3 now. They all look pretty healthy, but still, loss is a loss. But that is pretty much the only ones that I've had go. Every other fish in my tank has been doing great, really healthy, really fat, swimming, and super healthy. So now the big challenge is moving this 300-gallon reef tank to its new location. Now, here's the logistics of me buying this house. I have to sell my house. On the exact same day of the sale of my house, which will be we'll go to the title agency and close on it probably sometime in the morning, and then in the afternoon go close on the house that we're buying, which means for a brief period in time I will be homeless. So how do you move a 300-gallon reef tank when you're homeless? What do you do with it? First thing you're gonna need is a friend. Hopefully you have some friends or family in your area that can help support your venture. And what you'll need to do is actually get some type of temporary container for them. What I've secured is a 300-gallon Rubbermaid livestock tank. And typically I think farmers use them for like putting food or water in, something like that. At any rate, I'm going to be using that to actually take over all of my fish and corals and put them in that livestock tank at my buddy's house. So it's going to sit in he's got like this like in-law suite type deal where it's air conditioned, so it's climate controlled. I can make sure that I get my heater hooked up in there. I get all of my lights. I'll build a suspension system for my lights to go right over top. And I'll hook up all the life support equipment that I have down below. I mean, all of it. Why not? Have it be as seamless as possible. So I'll take all my livestock over there and put my vortex on the sides of it, have the water circulating, be able to give my corals all the light that they deserve, my fish the room that they deserve to swim in for a period of a week or two. And this way I don't have to actually stress over making sure that it all happens in one day. You guys know how long this takes. Even with a small tank, 100-gallon, 120-gallon, even a 50-gallon, it takes a long time to set all of the livestock and everything up. So I don't have to worry about having 300 gallons worth of water, rock, corals, making sure that their temperature stays stable and that the flow is good and all these different, maybe trash cans and stuff like that. I don't have to worry about all that. I've got a buddy's house who is less than a mile down the road. I'll take it right over there, plop it in the tank, set everything back up. It will sit there for a week or two while I get settled in the new house, and then we'll just bring it all back over. So I don't have to worry about moving everything in my entire house and the fish tank in the same day. It's just not feasible. It's not smart. We came up with this really great system to do all of that while not having to worry about the fish tank. Worry about the fish tank after the fact and make sure that it gets the attention that it deserves when we actually go to move it from one location to the other. So that's the plan. We are going to have definitely some footage on moving the tank, moving all of the corals and livestock and everything into that. We'll have some footage of the actual livestock tank and how it looks once it's all set up. So make sure that you stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and join the Real Reefing fam. Thanks a lot, guys, for your support and dedication to the channel. I really appreciate it. You guys are what keeps me going, so I definitely have a love for y'all. I'll see you down in the comments below and on the next one. See you guys.